the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and of course, your conscience. It is a solemn pledge and commitment to good conduct in the course of your adjudication as judges of the...
I've said what we want to say in court. We have said it.
So we are happy this witness has testified today. Tomorrow, we'll bring our remaining witnesses and we'll close our case.
For those of you that is saying Tinubu have already been inaugurated, there is nothing Peter B can do, there is nothing anybody can do anymore. Hey, I want you guys to watch this video. I want you guys to pay good attention. Man, the fight is not over. Not be me talk more. Yes, I'll be obedient, and I want you guys to watch this particular video with me.
The bimodal voter accreditation system, BVAS, devices, and the results viewing portal, or IREV, seemed like the holy grail of the presidential election, and their usage formed the major basis for challenging Bola Tinubu's victory at the polls by other political parties. A witness of the People's Democratic Party, Hitler Muala, who is also a digital forensic analyst that inspected 110 BVAS devices used during the presidential election in the FCT, insists that all the machines he inspected had their data deliberately deleted. The witness said during a cross-examination by Inec lawyer Abubakar Mahmood that it's unnecessary to delete those BVAS data because the FCT doesn't hold governorship elections. But INEC's lawyer described as false the claims by the witness, stating that the 110 BVAS devices examined represents just 3.4% of the total number of such devices deployed to the 2,822 polling units in the FCT. Mahmood also brought 4 of the devices for the witness to further verify his claims in the courtroom, but the witness declined, stating it will amount to tampering with the evidence. The PDP also tendered polling unit results of 4 states, Ogun, Ondo, Jigawa and Rivers, as the party looks to close its case by Friday, June 23.
As part of our strategy today, we called a very vital witness, a digital forensic expert. And you remember that this is the very first time we are having a technology-driven presidential elections in Nigeria. So the evidence that this witness has profiled today, a witness who examined the BVAS machines used, is very, very vital. So we are happy this witness has testified today. Tomorrow we'll bring our remaining witnesses and we'll close our case.
For the Labour Party, 2 witnesses were called. They are Emmanuel Edet, Head of Legal Services at the National Information Technology Development Agency, NIDA, and Yunusa Tanko, a Labour Party official. The Labour Party hearing began with the cross-examination of an expert witness, Chubuke Uguoke, a cyber security expert who is a carryover witness from Wednesday. During cross-examination, the witness said ISO security certification was compulsory for INEC to deploy any application such as the IREV used during the presidential polls. But on the flip side, Emmanuel Edet of NIDA said there is no aspect of the NIDA law that demands certification for cyber security standards. He also added that NIDA has no powers to interfere with the functions of INEC. The Labour Party then brought loads of documents that were tendered, which will form the basis of cross-examination of Yunusa Tanko at the resumed hearing on Friday. Godfrey Eshemoge, Arise.
The Presidential Election Petitions Court has admitted as evidence a report which says that the Amazon web server that provided cloud services for INEC's digital backbone for the presidential election did not experience any glitch on election day. The report was tendered through a witness subpoenaed by the Labour Party, Claretta Oga, whose identity was submitted as a cloud engineer, an employee of Amazon Web Services Incorporated, USA. The report details the health status of the Amazon web server that provided cloud services for INEC's digital backbone for the presidential election. A snippet of the report contents revealed that there was no glitch that could have affected the e-transmission of results on February 25, 2023, when the presidential election was held. The court then admitted the documents totaling 6 copies amid objections by INEC, Tinubu, Shetima and the APC. The cross-examination of the witness is scheduled for Tuesday, June 20, because all the respondents insisted the contents of the report had just been served on them and were too technical, requiring them to study it to prepare their cross-examination of the witness. The court conceded to their request, only allowing petitioners to take the evidence in chief of the witness. Also on Monday, Peter Obi and the Labour Party again called the attention of the court to what it termed the frustrations encountered in their engagements with Inec to obtain certain documents needed for their case. Counsel for Obi, Jibrin Okutekwa, SAN, told the court that having applied several times to Inec, the petitioners have only received IREV reports from a few local government areas in Lagos and Gombe, accusing the Commission of delaying proceedings even when they are aware that proceedings are time-bound. In reply to the allegations, counsel for Inec, Abubakar Mahmood, told the court that the only letter he had received was dated May 15, 2023, which he replied to on the same day, and that all subpoenaed witnesses have been brought to testify in court. The 5-man panel, however, urged the lawyers to put their houses in order. In the matter between PDP, Atiku and Tinubu, APC and Inec, 3 presiding officers of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) on Monday told the Presidential Election Petition Court (PEPC) that the refusal of bimodal voter accreditation system (BVAS) to transmit the presidential election results on election day frustrated their jobs. The officers admitted that the results of the Senate and the House of Representatives were transmitted unhindered and that the problems of technical hitches arose at the point of transmitting only the presidential poll results. Testifying on the subpoena at the ongoing hearing of petitions challenging the outcome of the February 25 presidential election, the 3 witnesses admitted that the election process went well until the BVAS machines refused to work. The 3 witnesses are Janet Nuhu Turaki, Christopher Bulus Ardo, and Victoria Sani, who served as INEC's presiding officers at Yobe, Bauchi, and Katsina states respectively. They were summoned by the court through the joint application of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and Abubakar Atiku to appear before it and give account of their experiences in relation to results transmission during the last presidential election. Janet Turaki, who first testified in the petition filed by former Vice President Abubakar Atiku against the election, said that the accreditation of voters was successful, but that the process became frustrating when uploading the election results. She emphasized that while the result of the National Assembly election sailed smoothly, that of the presidential poll failed and refused to work throughout the day. The witness, however, informed the court that the collated results in the forms EC8A were signed by the party agent and herself as INEC's presiding officer. In his evidence, Christopher Bulus Ardo told the court that he felt unfulfilled in his assignment with INEC on the election because he could not transmit the presidential election results as required by law. In her own, Victoria Sani said she could not remember the candidate that won the presidential poll in Katsina State, but insisted that all did not end well due to the inability to transmit the presidential aspect of the February 25 election. Monday's proceedings were conducted by Tayo Jegede SAN for Abubakar Atiku and PDP as petitioners, Abubakar Mahmood SAN for INEC, Chief Wole Olanipekun SAN for President Ahmed Tinubu, and Charles Edosoy SAN for the All Progressives Congress (APC). Meanwhile, the presiding justice of the court, Justice Haruna Simon Sam.
As soon as they watch, me they comment. That comment, I love it. And the thumbs up now they give my video. God love you. And thank you very much for the growth that you are supporting, for all your love and your thumbs up, your comments that you have given to each of my video to make it grow. And your subscription still matters. For those that are sharing my video, your blessing, you ever remove roof and pour you a lot of blessing. That even the blessing or even the carry they go where you don't know. I love you guys.
Labour Party witness insists no glitches on INEC site on presidential election day, says her report was downloaded online. It was a contentious day at the Presidential Election Petitions Court on Tuesday as the expert witness of the Labour Party from Amazon Web Services Incorporated USA returned to the witness box for her cross-examination. The witness, Claretta Auger, who identified herself as a cloud engineer and cloud architect, had earlier told the court that there were no glitches on February 25, 2023, when the presidential election was held, that could have affected the e-transmission of results. She was put through a series of questions that got the proceedings heated up at some point when the counsel for the respondent tried to establish what her link with the organization she claims she works for is. Reference was made to her appointment verification letter, which bears the name Employee Resource Center and not Amazon Web Services AWS Incorporated, and that there is no identification card from the company confirming her as an employee. An attempt by the Labour Party counsel to intervene by insisting the witness had responded appropriately led to a reprimand by the justices who cautioned him for disrupting proceedings. The presiding justice said, and I quote, "You're going about this as if you are in Parliament. You're a senior counsel, Equator. There are juniors behind you." End of quote. The next most senior member on the panel, Justice Stephen Ada, said, "Please don't interject if you don't want us to take meaner action against you." But Equator insisted he only was trying to help the court, and the court directed the respondents to proceed with a cross-examination. In response to why the witness did not tender her identification card, she responded that AWS does not issue identification cards and that all employment verifications from Amazon Web Services are issued by the Employee Resource Center of the company. She also denied being in court as a representative of the company she works for and on the mandate of Amazon Web Services, but as an expert subpoenaed witness to speak as a cloud engineer. This led to further questioning on how she got the report she submitted before the court, and she responded that there are public information posted on the AWS Amazon. Asked whether the report she submitted was a product of Amazon, but she claimed ownership of it on the ground that she was the one that submitted it before the court. The court also noted, based on her admittance, that the subpoena that compelled her appearance was not delivered to the company she works for, but to her in person. This led to a digging into the background of the witness, who confirmed that she is a member of the Labour Party and that she contested for a House of Reps election in her constituency in Cross River State, which she lost but denied allusion that she is a Labour Party activist. On further questioning, the witness confirmed that she had sued Inec after it failed to publish her name in the final list of candidates, and that her main complaint was that she could not upload her information on the Inec website due to network failure. However, she refused to accept that a network failure is a form of a glitch. The respondent's counsel also read out information showing periods in which the Amazon Cloud Services suffered glitches globally on February 27, 2017. While the witness confirmed that the glitch actually occurred, she held on to the position that the health status reports as of the day of the presidential election on February 25, 2023 showed there was no glitch on the infrastructure that hosted applications and accounts, including that of Inec.
Nobody steal power for a good reason. You stole it because definitely you have bad intention. Even as that, let everything turn around for the betterment of Nigeria. That is our concern. We are not fighting against Bola Ahmed Tinubu because he's too old or anything. We're just fighting because of the way he came to power. He's too old, and even as much that he's trying to do whatever he pleases to do to the country, but we see that this man has too many cabals, and this gives us more fear that he's not going to be the one to rule, especially that Erufai. You know, there are a lot of things that happened to President Muhammadu Buhari. Buhari is not the president of that country. He's just there. He's just there. Zombie, oh, zombie. I'm not calling him zombie because that's what I'm not even afraid of DSS. I'm an officer as well. The only thing that matters to me is that I can call Buhari any name I want to call him because he's not ex-president. If I look him to face, if I see him anywhere, I will still call him Buhari Alpha. He's not a guy like me. He's not a common Nigerian. He's no more Nigerian. He's not better off Nigerian. He's not Nigerian more than me. Everybody, all of us now are not common Nigerian. Only Tinubu is now the first citizen of Nigeria, but it's too old. Anyway,
we needed to tell the court what we are facing, but we are sorting it out. We are sorting it out. There's intervention. They've agreed. We are going to the office now to see whether we can get the document. So, well, that ends in the court. We have said what we want to say in court. We have said it. We don't need to name them. They are documents we need. And it's not been denied that those documents they have or they don't have. So by the time we get there, tomorrow we'll be back. It's a serious business. This is our country. It's your country. It's my country. It's the country of everybody. So we need to get documents for the court to decide the justice of the matter. So that's why their lordships are also saying they needed cooperation. We needed cooperation. And that cooperation is what we have agreed will extend to ourselves. But as council, if we are faced with challenges, it's our duty to report back to the court, because we are not experts in jungle. We are lawyers, well trained, and we need to let the court know what we were going through. And the court had heard us, and their lordships have admonished us to do what we needed to do, and we will do it. I don't understand how crucial. He's a witness. So he's a witness. He is a witness. And he's a witness. So he has come. So he has not been discharged. So I do not have the capacity to determine whether the witness is crucial or not crucial. All we need to do is to produce evidence for their lordship to decide whether the witness is crucial or not crucial. It does not lie within I am doing my case. We are doing our case. There are allegations. We are bringing evidence that we think are relevant for the court to determine. So the court will look at it. But to answer you that is crucial, it will be, assuming a function that I'm not qualified to perform.
Thank you. Yeah,
thank you.
You have just taken the oath that is meant to pledge your allegiance to the dictates of the Almighty God, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and of course, your conscience. It is a solemn pledge and commitment to good conduct in the course of your adjudication as judges of the National Industrial Court of Nigeria. We are not here for long speeches, but simply to realign your minds with what is expected of you at this enviable level of adjudication on industrial and allied disputes. Many high-profile cases will definitely come to you, and they may likely come in company of some juicy, irresistible temptations, especially when they involve mouth-watering financial and business transactions. I'm making it clear to you now that you must flee from such disguised danger. Your reputation and integrity matter much, and it counts enormously in your rise to honor and fame in life. Let me point out unambiguously that in life, gifts and wealth that are not worked for, which are by extension undeserving, are always wrapped in calamity and destruction. Flee from them and keep your heads high above the murky waters of corruption and favoritism, so that you can be conveniently counted among the very best in the Nigerian judiciary. You must, against all odds, conduct your affairs within the ambit of the law and the oath that you has just been administered on you. If you were hitherto 50% under public scrutiny, I can then confidently tell you now that it has automatically risen to 100% by virtue of this appointment. This tempo of public assessment of your conduct and disposition will now assume astronomical proportion. You must equally redouble your effort and dialogue properly with your conscience in order not to fall out of the grace of Almighty God and the Nigerian people. It absolutely takes nothing to join the crowd, but it takes quite a lot to stand alone with good conscience. Several novel business and industrial disputes are occurring in the country virtually on a daily basis that have now inevitably made litigations to go on a steady rise. No court in the land is spared of this. We are constantly on our toes and the dockets are ever rising in response to the challenges of the time. This underscores the fact that Nigeria ranks among the most litigious countries in the whole world. The onus is on your lordships to fasten your belt and roll up your sleeves to face the challenges head on. You must redouble your pace to catch up with the expectations of the litigants. As judicial officers, you have a defined mandate on earth that you must discharge with unveiled honesty and sincerity. You must give good account of yourselves to justify your appointment. However, if you decide to do the contrary, of course, the sledgehammer will, without hesitation, descend heavily on you. No judicial officer at any level of our courts will be allowed to drag the reputation of the Nigerian judiciary into the mud. We can't come this far to fail. Take heed of this admonition by working rightly towards occupying an enviable space in the annals of the Nigerian judiciary. My lords, I congratulate you on your well-deserved appointment and sincerely wish you the very best that you can achieve in this strategic position you now occupy. Thank you and God bless you also.
Anyway, guys, I want you to know that I love you. Thank you for watching this video to the very end. If it's your first time of coming across our video, please subscribe. For all our returning subscribers, see, I salute you now. Without you, there is no Plan B TV. God bless you all. And I love you. I know God loves you more. I don't know. Some people commented that I always talk from behind. Oh, they want to be seeing my face. I'm a very shy person, though. I don't know. How do you guys see me talking from camera? And that's why I make sure that my clip are always short to see how people reacted. So if you like to be seeing my face regularly, please comment so that I will be there showing you my face. Every good thing that you have been praying for, may God grant it all and let it all come to pass. Until we meet again, peace out.
Don't forget to subscribe to get notified. And as you share your support, now say God bless you too.
Sense on the bed.
Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV. Oh, Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV.